Hello everyone, my name is Jake. I'm here to show you how I make our family recipe, authentic Polish kielbasa, the fresh kind, not smoked. It is a more than 100-year-old recipe by my great-grandfather in Poland. It was brought back to the United States by my grandfather and has been taught to us by my dad. I am not going to be able to show you what the ingredients are, especially the proportions, because it's a proprietary formula as it is now being produced commercially and being sold out in the public market. But I will tell you that it does meet the Polish national standards for authentic Polish fresh kielbasa, not like the other store-bought products. First thing is the meat itself. The meat is pork and pork only. It is either the pork shoulder or pork butt. And this I trimmed earlier. It had the bone in it, so I had to spend some time trimming it off the bone. It's about 7 pounds here. The equipment: KitchenAid stand mixer, the KitchenAid food grinding attachment with modifications. Essentially, I cut it off right here at about an inch above the top of the tube here, and file down the inside so it has more of a curve and no sharp edge on the inside. I have this plumbing no-hub coupling that I use to give me a wider area, and this is very important for using the ground meat and plunging it through into the tube and out into the casing. So the auger goes in, the grinding cutters. I use the coarse grinding wheel. Screw that on. Now I'm ready for grinding, except I do have to trim the meat into smaller portions so that it'll go through easier. So I'm going to take this all out after I put my gloves on. These are Costco gloves, food safe, latex free. Never been used in a proctology exam. I usually get the boneless pork, country style ribs, and just feel through it and trim some of the fat off. So the fat content on this is probably in the 77, 23, 78, 22 range. And that's the thing about this recipe. It has at least 1/3 to 1/2 less sodium than other products on the market. Because when you have good seasonings, you don't need all that salt. Cut up a few pieces. about halfway through my 7 pounds, and here is my mix of ingredients. And there's a liquid, and there is also some other seasonings that are proportioned exactly to the number of pounds, even down to the point ounces, which is done on the spreadsheet here. That we spent a lot of time calculating. I spent a lot of time calculating because, you know, coming down from generations, it was making it, okay, 1 pound, you use a teaspoon of this, tablespoon of that per pound, yada, yada, yada. Well, in order to become consistent for the commercial market, I developed this Excel spreadsheet based on trial and error and making it work that way. So now that's what I use. I have to get another utensil here. So stir this up. And put about half in now. Alright, back to finish the grinding. £7, just like that. And it took longer because I'm doing it for you. Should have had this out in advance. A little bit of bread to push through the last bit of meat. Give the last of our ingredients a real good stir. Big spoon. Now, my great-grandfather, my grandfather, my dad, and us early on, we never used a spoon. We always just got our hands dirty. Plus the fact we never had a machine like this. We always had the hand crank that you clamp onto the edge of the countertop, and then you cut the meat just right and push it down with your hand and grind, and it comes out really slow. So now the meat is absorbing all of the liquid and the ingredients, and it's looking and smelling wonderful. lid. Now that's ready for the garage fridge. Let it marinate overnight. Tomorrow we'll finish the process. Put it in the casing. Kind of clean up. And that's how clean auger gets when you use the bread at the end. Till next time.